Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Yeah, always ready to dig into some cool academic opportunities.
Awesome. So today we're heading down under, all the way to Tasmania,
Tasmania. Now, that's a place I haven't explored much myself.
a beautiful island. And we're focusing on the University of Tasmania, um, UTAS, as the locals call it. We've been getting a lot of questions from listeners about working there.
I can see why. I mean, working at a university on a beautiful island sounds pretty dreamy.
Right,
Yeah.
it really does. Kind of like a uh, perfect blend of career and lifestyle.
Exactly. But is it all it's cracked up to be? Like, what's the academic scene really like there?
Yeah, that's what we're here to find out. What are the jobs like, the research, the whole vibe of the place?
All right, so where do we start? Do we have any good sources to guide us on this deep dive?
You bet. We actually have a really cool quote here from Jarrod Kanizay, CEO of academicjobs.com. He's been to UTAS a bunch of times.
Oh, cool. Someone with firsthand experience. Always helpful.
Yeah, and he had some pretty insightful things to say. Hold on, let me pull it up. Here we go. He says, and I quote, "There is a lot to like about the University of Tasmania. They certainly punch above their weight in many fields of academia, but it is their nurturing of their community of staff and students that is something that has stood out to me over the years I have been visiting there. It is a true campus community with spirit, consideration, and endeavor. It is as if they are unified by their island existence. Whenever you go there as a visitor, however, you are immediately welcomed in and made to feel like you instantly belong. Now that is both unique and special."
Wow. Unified by their island existence.
I like that. It really speaks to a close-knit community vibe.
Doesn't it? You can practically feel the welcoming atmosphere just from that quote.
I know, right? Okay, I'm intrigued. So besides the warm and fuzzies, what else makes UTAS stand out? Like, academically speaking, what's their deal?
Well, for starters, they got a pretty impressive history. You ready for this? UTAS was founded in 1890.
1890. Wow, that's older than a lot of universities I know. Right. That makes them Australia's fourth oldest uni. Think about all the academic tradition and evolution packed into over a century.
That's a lot of history. But, sometimes old institutions can get a little set in their ways. So how does UTAS keep up with the times? Stay relevant in today's world?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, the academic world is constantly evolving.
Definitely. What are they doing to stay on the cutting edge?
It looks like they're very conscious of that, actually. I mean, just look at their mission statement.
Oh, a mission statement deep dive. I love it.
Yeah. So their mission is to create, preserve, communicate, and apply knowledge to benefit Tasmania and the broader global community.
Interesting. Apply knowledge. That suggests a focus on real-world impact, right?
Absolutely. They're not just about ivory tower research. They're about making a difference, both locally and globally.
Okay, now we're talking. But I'm curious, how does that translate into specific jobs?
You mean, like, what kind of positions are available at UTAS?
Exactly. Like applying knowledge sounds great, but what are people actually doing there?
Well, it seems like they have a really diverse range of opportunities. From what I've gathered, there's everything from academic and research positions to the administrative roles that keep a university running smoothly.
Ah, right. Gotta have those behind-the-scenes heroes.
Absolutely. Think finance, IT, student support services, all that good stuff.
Makes sense. A university is basically its own little ecosystem, right?
Totally. And don't forget, UTAS has over 34,000 students from all over the world. So you'd be working with a pretty diverse and vibrant community.
Okay, now that sounds exciting. But I gotta ask, working on an island, does that ever feel limiting, like in terms of career paths or areas of study?
That's a fair question, but it seems like UTAS has managed to turn their location into a strength.
How so?
Well, think about it. Tasmania is right on the doorstep of the Southern Ocean and Antarctica.
Ah, got it. Prime real estate for marine and Antarctic research.
Exactly. And UTAS is actually a global leader in those fields.
Makes sense. But I'm guessing they don't just study penguins all day long, right?
Haha. Well, penguins are pretty cool.
They are, but I'm curious about other areas of expertise, beyond the marine stuff.
Oh, absolutely. While marine science is a big deal there, they also have strong programs in medicine, business, law, environmental studies. You name it.
Wow, that's impressive. Island location hasn't boxed them in at all, huh?
Not at all. It seems like they've embraced their unique environment and built upon it. It's reflected in their diverse range of programs and research initiatives.
Okay, so they've got the history, the diverse fields of study,
Yeah.
but how do they actually measure up on a global scale? Like, are we talking top-tier research and academics here?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is, because rankings and reputation matter, especially in academia.
Absolutely. And from what I've seen, UTAS consistently ranks high in global subject rankings.
Oh, really? Which areas are they killing it in?
Well, it's probably no surprise that they excel in earth and marine sciences,
Hmm.
but they're also top-ranked in agriculture and forestry and environmental sciences.
Makes sense, given Tasmania's natural landscape and their focus on sustainability.
Right. It all ties together. And those high rankings, they attract major research funding and talent from around the world.
That creates a pretty stimulating academic environment, I imagine.
Definitely. But let's be real. Rankings only tell one side of the story.
So true. What about the actual experience of working at UTs? The day-to-day stuff.
Right. Is it all work and no play on this island paradise?
Yeah, what's the work culture like?
Okay. So based on what we've gathered from various sources, UTs really prioritizes employee well-being.
Oh, that's refreshing to hear, because burnout is a real issue in academia.
I know, right? But UTT seems to get it. They offer competitive salaries, of course, but also flexible work arrangements, professional development opportunities, and even various rewards programs.
Not bad. Sounds like they're making an effort to create a positive and supportive work environment.
Definitely. And happy employees usually translate to better research and teaching, right?
Exactly. It's a win-win for everyone.
Okay, so to sum it all up, it looks like UTAS offers a pretty unique blend. You get that close-knit community feel, but with a global academic impact, especially in fields related to their amazing environment.
Totally agree. I'm really getting the sense that UTAS is a place where you can have a successful career and a fulfilling life.
Yeah, and isn't that what we all want?
It definitely is. I'm picturing myself maybe a few years down the line doing some groundbreaking research on, I don't know, sustainable aquaculture, living in a cozy cottage by the sea.
Hey, I can picture it too. And for anyone listening who's feeling inspired, don't forget to check out academicjobs.com.
Right. They've got listings for all sorts of academic positions in Australia. You never know. Your dream job might be waiting for you on the island of Tasmania.
It just might. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive to UTAS. Until next time.
See ya.